I want to start with the efforts to get Americans out of Israel right now. I think Senator Josh Hawley sort of summed it up, what many people are asking. Here's a social media post he put out. He said, quote, "For the second time in 2 years, Americans are stranded in a war zone. What's the plan to get them out?" How can you answer that question?
Well, a couple of things here. First of all, commercial flights are still going in and out of Ben Gurion Airport, so that's always an option for those who may want to leave. There are still some viable ground routes, and we're exploring many other options as well to see if there's other things that we could do to help Americans who want to leave.
This phony administration is the definition of America Last. If you look up on the dictionary and look under America Last, you will see pictures of all of these individuals. Before I dive into this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you could please share so we can get it out there. And see, Josh Hawley asked this very simple question. What about all the Americans that are stranded? This is no different than what happened in Kabul and all that when they left all the people there, the interpreters, the people that were allies, right, that were doing all the language barriers, they were translating all the help to the military. They left all these people there. They left the dogs, left all these billions and billions of dollars of equipment, night vision, left everything, including the Americans. And then now you have Americans that could be held hostage, people that are stranded, trying to get out, saying they want to leave, that they can't. But then they say the flights are still going out of Ben Gurion Airport. But when you look, it's talking about the attacks are not too far. They're right near the airport. So that means that the situation at the airport's obviously not safe to go to, right? That's what that's alluding to. Then he says there's other viable routes as of ground routes. Really? Oh, so we're hitchhiking back now to America, right? We're stuck in this whole chaotic situation. We don't want to be here, but don't worry, we can hitchhike, or maybe we can climb some hills. These people do not care about the Americans. They show you every single time anything happens where the Americans need assistance, be it with the border, be it with the crime. They're so focused is overseas, Ukraine and all that. Now, if Ukraine was square dab right there on the border, oh, you wouldn't have to worry about nothing. There would be armed guards, tanks, everything, missile turrets, everything that you need if Ukraine was right there on the border. Absolutely. But no, if it's Arizona, New Mexico, you have California, you have Texas, no, we're not worried about none of that. These people show you what they're really about. But then somebody will say, well, what about additional flights, right? What about American flights? They've grounded those flights as well. American Airlines, they're not letting them fly in and out of there. But what's happened? Look at what other countries are doing as far as their citizens being stuck there.
I hear you actively exploring and that there's commercial and ground options, John, but Fiji, Hungary, and South Korea have already used airlines to evacuate people out. Canada and Germany have announced evacuation flights in the coming days. So how is it that we are seemingly behind several countries on this front?
I think I would take issue with you that we're behind anybody here. We have been exploring options and continue to do that. And I would just say stay tuned. I think we'll have more to say very soon about what some of those options are going to look like.
Imagine that all these other countries, even Canada, they're having private flights, maybe military flights, all this to get their people out of this situation. But when you ask this phony, false, ridiculous, corrupt administration, what do they tell you? We're looking at other situations and all that. Unbelievable. I wonder if Zelensky, what if Zelensky was stuck there? Could you imagine? They would have stealth bombers, all this stuff, all these crazy, like the Ospreys, all these invisible planes, teleportation device. They would have everything to get him airlifted out safely with all these people with Gatling guns ready to defend him. But no, if there's American citizens stuck there, we don't know. We're evaluating other routes and all, but there's viable, ground routes. You can still go out of the airport even though there's a tax right near it. These people show you exactly who they are, and people will line up and clap for them when they make some kind of statement. They completely put America last. Go ask the families of the 13 soldiers in Kabul. Go ask them how they feel that they put their families first, because they're not going to have the same attitude as some of these other people. This is just unbelievable. He's basically saying, I don't know, figure it out. We're looking at options. When somebody tells you that, that means that they left you, that you're on your own. It's simple as that.
People of Gotham, we have not abandoned you.
What does that mean?
It means we're on our own.
So how do you guys feel about something like that? All these other countries getting all their citizens out, getting them to safety, getting them out of this whole hellhole situation that's going down. And just America just said, just sitting there twiddling its thumbs. You know what I'm saying? You got Biden taking naps and all this other stuff. How do you guys feel that it literally is this right here? If you look at it in its essence, is America last? There's no other argument for this. If other countries are getting their citizens out and America's not, how else is that then? How else can you depict that? Either they're inept, they're incompetent, they're compromised, or they're doing it on purpose. It's one of those. Or it's all the above. It's one of those, because that's exactly what's happening here. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you could please share so we can get it out there. And I will catch you guys on the next one.